Hi friends, welcome back. I am WickedCrafty Mom. Also April. I have my desk is still a lot of chaos because I have been playing with scraps, and that's what we're going to do again. I'll play with scraps. We're going to make postcards. So what I have is not homework for you to do. It is some coffee dyed paper that happens to have schoolwork on the other side. And it's not my schoolwork, it's from my kids, and like I'm not a teacher or anything like that. Okay. I've got to put my little bits away. I just got a little, all right. Oops, turn the timer on your mark, get set, go. I've got the lighting set up a little differently. So that's it. So I have two piles of scraps right now. I have colored scraps and I have neutral scraps. So I'm going to do, let's do this one in neutral. Well, yeah, let's do this one in neutral. So I'm just grabbing from my pile here. I've got my glue book. See if we're on camera. Mostly, kind of, sort of. Let's see, is that better? That seems to be better. Okay. So, anyway, we've got one boy home, another boy at school, and another boy is out with his friends. So we had all morning where it was just us. My husband and I were home, like no kids for the first time in a very long time. So that was interesting. It's a little short-lived because the 15-year-old has finals this week, and so he has been, I'm going to save this. I'm not going to use this yet, but I am going to use it on this. So he has finals this week, so this is collage page that I've already collaged. And I'm going to use it again. Probably and again if I know me and it doesn't get... I keep almost dropping my glue. Anyway, so the 15-year-old has... this is thick. It's thicker than I want to use, so I'm not going to use it. Putting it away. So he's not at school all day. He's just there for, this week he was just there for his exams. So, he was getting out of school at like 10 something in the morning. Instead of 2. So, yep. So he is trying to figure out, he has decided that, with discussion with Dad, he has decided that it may just be better to start from scratch and not use the computer that he has pulled apart up here on the kitchen table, or dining room table, to build a desktop, that it may in fact be a better idea to start fresh. So that's good. But he has the parts if he wants them for something. just to pull them apart and look at them. Whatever. So, yeah. So he's digging that. There, and now I've got, do I want to put this on there? I might sew this. I could, I'm gonna just, yeah, okay. Looks like we're putting it on here, huh? Okay. Cool. La 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 la. Oh, I can rip this. This rips way easier than I thought it did. For some strange reason. I don't know why. So he being the 15-year-old, is done with his school for the week. And then youngest child will be home in a couple hours. So, then we're on our weekend. Which will be nice. My husband, he made pork soup the other night. We're having chicken noodle soup for dinner tonight, which is nice because it's 2 degrees. 2. So, I know I live in Maine, and I understand that I don't live in a place where the bugs are going to kill me. So a trade-off for that is cold weather, because that's why I don't have bugs that are going to kill me. I understand all that, but 2 degrees is still flipping cold. So, my husband and I are going to go grocery shopping when we pick up the boy. And get the stuff we need for the next couple days and just kind of bunker down with the boys. To the extent that it's possible to bunker down with the boys when one of the boys works. Okay. So we'll bunker down the best we can. I'm not even sure what his work schedule is right now. So two. Squish this over a little bit. I was using these things for making bookmarks, so I have a bunch of these with the sewing in them, but I think I'm going to use them anyway on this, because there's no reason not to, right? Put this one over here, like that way. Okay. Yep, just like that. I don't even know if you can see. Hoping, yeah, you can see. Okay. We'll do the next one neutral and colors. So it'll be mostly neutral, but I'll throw some colors in. Two. Yeah, alright, I'll do it this way. I'll put this down here. Hello. Yep. Do. I wish I was allowed to sing on the videos. Because I sing while I work. I listen to music. And you're going there. I listen to music. Music is like a very big part of my artistic process. Actually, I watch videos while I craft now. I watch junk journaling videos most of the time because it keeps my inspiration going. If I start watching somebody and then even if I can't think of anything else to do, I just get my hands moving, doing something, and I'm in the groove again. Usually. It doesn't always work that way, but it does a lot of times. I've learned that I have to start something. Doesn't necessarily matter what, but if I get up, like if I'm sitting on the couch and I'm about to fall asleep, then I get up. I am feeling better just by standing up and I don't fall asleep, and then I get stuff done. That's where I'm going with that. Alright, so all that's done, so I'm going to do... I've got just, like, these are just a bunch of little pieces of scraps that I'm going to use here. Because I grabbed them out of my smaller scrap thing. I don't hate the ones that I put on, but I think I'm not going to put these... Let's put them over here for now. Because I may use them for other stuff, but I don't necessarily want to use them for... Okay, that's what I needed for this project. Because they're sticking up more than I want. Although I am going to be cutting them into pieces, but... Alright. Okay. Whoa, hello. Hello. Okay. So we went... Yeah, so we're going to go grocery shopping. That's going to be nice. Get some essentials. Alright, so this is... I just stamped Explorer on this because I was stamping stuff. And I absolutely just love it. So I'm going to put it on here. Just across the top. There we go. And so I've got this, maybe wax paper, maybe parchment paper, not entirely sure. This is too thick to use, so I'm not going to use that. I thought about it. Did you see that? I thought about it, but then I decided no. No, sorry. So we are still... Dino is still adjusting to being downstairs. But the great bunny poop wars of 2021 seem to be over now. So Dino has been moved to a different corner than he was in before, and he has plenty of space to run around. And he still does not get bothered by Miss Phoebe, who likes to bother bunnies, other buns. Miss Phoebe loves to bother other buns. And so she can't get to Dino where he is. So everybody's... Well, Phoebe's not necessarily happy, but she'll go like lay by the gate near where he is. And they both seem to enjoy that. long as she can't get to his fur to nip it, she seems to be fine. Alright, I don't really like that, so I'm going to put that here. So they have adjusted, and it opened up our living room a lot, the way my husband decided that he wanted the furniture rearranged and the bunnies rearranged. So that worked out really well. And the moral of that story is we have enough room to start exercising again. Because one of the things that was stopping me was the way our living room was configured. It was conducive to bunnies, but it was not conducive to exercising. So I look forward to starting to exercise again. I think I would like to start again on Monday. This is a test of pen on paper. That's what this says here, this little writing. So I'm just going to take it. Hello, test. I'm going to take that test, and I'm going to put it there. Because I can. Because I can, my friend. Okay. Oh, that's not where I said I was going to put it, though, is it? Nope, this is. Here we go. So maybe I'll have to sew that part on. We'll see. We shall see. This is, oops, I hope you can see this. This is another piece of collage. Oh, my glue page is getting super gluey. Time to switch. Time to switch. Anyhow, so I want to start exercising again because that was good. And we're in the house and we're stuck here in the winter. So we might as well make it work. Right? So that's my plan. Because I was pretty happy when we were exercising last year. And we just kind of got out of the habit, which is fine. Now we start. Alright, I'm going to move this. We have some green over here. I don't have any over here, so I'm going to put that there. La, la, la. Well, hello, Clue. Okay, whoops. I needed it longer. Oh, you know what? I need it all. Okay. Alright, I apologize. I went a little too short on the glue. We'll just put that there. That looks nice. I like it. Okay. And my fingers are sticky again, which is totally fine. Oh, I just had some delicious I'm trying to see why it looks like that. Anyway, I had some delicious peanut butter sandwiches for dinner. Lunch. What's that meal I just ate? Lunch is the meal I just ate. Peanut butter, like crunchy peanut butter, and not a ton of jelly, but enough. Preserves. I guess we have preserves. But enough to make it a little sweet. Yesterday my kiddo made pancakes. The 15-year-old made pancakes. After he got home from school. Poor kid, he had plans today, and his buddy that he had plans with has COVID. A ton of people I know have COVID or have had COVID in the last week or so. Oh, and you guys, Meatloaf passed away. Let's have a moment of silence for Meatloaf. Okay. So, thought I knew Meatloaf. Not personally, but I thought I knew and understood the song I Would Do Anything for Love. And I thought that that was at the end when she says, basically, are you gonna screw around? And he's like, no, I won't do that. I thought that was like I thought the whole song was building up to that. No, it was a list of different things. And at the beginning of the verse, and then at the end of the verse, he says, I won't do that. All throughout the song. Whole song. I thought the whole song was building up to that. And I was wrong. And he was like, no, everybody's going to... This is where the story came in. He was like, no, everybody's going to understand what the that is. And the guy who wrote the song is like, I don't know. I don't think so. And Meatloaf was like, no, people are not dumb. They're going to understand. He lost that bet, and he had to pay the music writer $100 because people were that dumb and didn't understand. And I say people as in me. Okay, so I'm just grabbing these pieces of stuff that I'm not throwing away. Just some of this stuff I am throwing away, some of it I'm not. I know it's very confusing. The rules are arbitrary, because that's how my rules work. Okay, so remember this one I said we were going to do neutrals and colors, and I'm pulling my whole batch of neutrals back. Okay, neutrals and colors. So I'm going to just start gluing these little things down, and then we'll get to bigger things in a minute. Then we're going to make these into postcards. So I'm just doing 2 pages because it looks like I've got plenty of time. So why not? Right? Oops. Helps. It's easier to glue when your cover's off. Pro tip. So yeah, I had no idea that he was saying through the whole thing different things that he would not do. It's fine. But I was wrong. But it was a nice little interview, and Dan Rather was I don't know, he looked a little less prepared for how the interview went. Maybe a little off guard, but not entirely. I mean, Dan Rather's always a professional. But yeah, he looked. Stop that. He still looked a little thrown by Mr. Meatloaf. And I guess he didn't like it with when people put meat and loaf together. He wanted it meat space loaf. But here's the thing, like, I'm pretty sure his album has it as one word, so I'm confused. Oh, there goes a police car. Or ambulance or something. Alright, so I'm going to throw some colored pieces on here now. Just scatter them a little bit. But I could be wrong, because we listened to I Would Do Anything for Love after he said that, because we wanted to listen to it and be like, so that's what he was talking about? Now, I use YouTube Music for my playlist, and it has an option for having lyrics. You can look at the lyrics, but the lyrics come from like a lyrics website, and they're wrong. Like, I've seen several instances where the lyrics are just wrong. So that's not very helpful. But overall, I really like using the I'm saying words in my head. Oh yeah, YouTube Music, because I have it set up so there's no ads. It's just the music, and I can make the music little screen, you know, shrink or be off the screen, and I can still be listening to music and doing other stuff on my phone, which is nice. But for right now that's not working, but that's okay. I was very upset when I realized that they were not, the lyrics were not right. What am I doing? I have no idea. Alright, let's do that. La 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 la. I'm almost done with this glue stick, evidently. Okay. I'm trying to think of other things to talk about. Did I mention it's 2 degrees? And I live in the United States, so it's 2 degrees. Eh, 2 degrees American. Fahrenheit. Okay. We had a short week too, because our 12-year-old had symptoms of COVID, so he tested negative at the school, which is fine. Had a negative test result, but he had to come home because he had COVID symptoms. And then he ended up having more COVID symptoms, but like, I don't know, not all together. Like they were kind of separate types of symptoms, if that makes sense. So we've been keeping an eye on him, but he has not had symptoms for a few days now, so he's back at school. Because we felt more comfortable keeping him home until he didn't have symptoms for a little bit. Oh, let's do... Alright. I'm going to do this here. It's a nice, pretty color. This is just a thing from a package of paper. It's just it shows what kind of paper it is. Let's see. Rip this in half. Put it here. Because I like that. I'm just trying to spread out some color on the page here. Dun, dun, dun. So anyway, that was sad hearing of his passing. Remember how I said my glue stick was about done? It's totally done. Okay. Alright, you've got to let go of the paper though, please. Just, okay, thank you. Some more pattern paper. Glue stick on command. Cause, whoops. Hello. You need to, thank you. It was not twisting up like it's supposed to. Okay. Not even a little. So we've had the kids have had a pretty easy week. Granted, finals are not easy and midterms, but he's been home at like 10:45 every day, so. Okay. Just having issues with this here. I'm having issues with the fact that my fingers are sticking to everything. That's not helping anything. Okay. Still got here and here. Let's do this. So, what else have I got? I did not go to my grandmother's house this week because of the whole COVID. So one of our kids had COVID. The eldest child had COVID. And he didn't know he had COVID. He thought he had strep. He had taken a COVID test. So, I don't blame him at all. But he came over to drop some stuff off. He was very good, stayed his distance. But he was worried that because he tested positive the next day. And so he let me know because he's courteous. He felt bad. But I told him not to worry about it because, I could have said go away too. So it's not a big deal. It is what it is. But I don't think anybody in our family has gotten COVID from it. But I don't know that they haven't. But nobody has symptoms and there have not been symptoms in the house for several days now. So I think we're in the clear. Anywho, that's been our fun and excitement here for a minute. So I didn't go to my grandmother's house because even though she is vaccinated, she is boosted, she is all those things. The fact that I came in close contact with COVID, I was not comfortable exposing her to that. This is just paper that I painted white paint on. Okay. What am I doing? Right. Let's put it right there. That's what I was doing. Okay. Lots of these. Okay. Let's use that. I like that. So, a lot of people I know have had COVID recently within the last 2 weeks. Just a boatload of people. And it sucks because it's a lot of the people that are getting sick right now are the ones that have been staying home doing all the things that they were told to do, staying away from people, social distancing for the last 3 years. They wear their masks, they're following the guidelines. Not that I want anybody to get COVID. I just feel bad that people who are... It's just harder and harder to stay away from it at this point, I think. I mean, because at some point life has to go on, right? But at the same time, we're still in the middle of a deadly pandemic. So, what do you do? Right? What do you do when you're in the middle of a pandemic? But you've been in the middle of a pandemic for going into your 3rd year. I know a lot of people are just tired. I get that. I'm tired too. But I still think we need to be taking precautions and not going out partying, especially during a rise in cases. I will say that. Oh, well, yeah, this says escape because I stamped on this doily piece too. Because it happened to show up in my hands when I was stamping stuff the other day. Which I like because it just adds a little bit more dimension to the doily, even though it's not a perfect print of it. You know? I'm going to put something bright colored here. Like that. Do. So, what now, brown cow? I know it's how now, brown cow. But I wanted to rhyme. So I did. Oh, if you have not seen Bad Lip Reading, I highly recommend it. Also, if you have not seen Guy on a Buffalo, I highly recommend that. My friend Patrick and my friend Mercedes introduced me to, to Llamas with Hats, which I'm not recommending. It's hilarious, but I'm not recommending Llamas with Hats. But, I mean, I watch it and enjoy it, but I'm not recommending it. So, Mom, if you go watch Llamas with Hats, that's on you. Anyhow. Yeah, so they taught me these things. Guy on a Buffalo is hysterical. And Bad Lip Reading is awesome. And Llamas with Hats is hilarious, and I do not recommend watching it. It's hilarious for like the first 4 or 6 episodes. Mostly. But I mean, it goes past that. But I'm not recommending it. Alright, so I'm going to cut my... Where are we at? We still got 20 minutes. So we're going to cut out some postcards. I'm going to cut this out, and then we're going to cut it into postcards. I'm going to even see... I have my cutter somewhere. I could do that. I could use my cutter. Okay. Still cleaning, still organizing. One little thing at a time. It's coming together. One little thing at a time. Okay, there's that. What was I grabbing? My cutter. Grabbing my cutter. I do have tools and technology. I just tend to forget about them. Okay, so gonna use the cutter. Right. So I've got this little elbow thing. It's supposed to help me out. All right. 8. This is 11, obviously. So 5.5 is where I'm looking. 5.5. This should be a midway point. I did it. Excellent. So 8.5, so 4.25. Let's see if I can math this right, friends, because math is not my strong suit. Not even a little. Okay, 4.25. I think you're not supposed to go over this like 16 times, but that's what's happening right now. So we'll cut up this one too. Let's cut it this way just for grins and giggles. So 5.5 by 4 and oops, I did something wrong. That's okay. It'll be fine. 4.25. They don't have to be perfect size. They just, it's fine. All right, I'm having all sorts of technical difficulties, but that's because I probably need a new blade in this. And I obviously didn't measure right, and it'll be fine. Hot mess. Totally cool. All right. Oh, you can hear my husband's alarm clock. So good. Okay. I'm just going to trim a little of these ends off here, because that is how detail oriented I am. Okay. So I've got these. They are lovely backgrounds. They are lovely postcards unto themselves. However, look what we're going to do. This big pile of goodies that I worked on the other day is all sorts of different clusters with, so this one's a little big for that, so that's not going to work. But these are clusters that can be put places on pages and whatnot. Still big. Some of them are bigger than others. Some of them are small. They can be put on pages. They can be put on ephemera. See, like this one. Okay, so this. Hello. Okay, I'm gonna just, there. Okay, so like this one will fit on it. Maybe I don't want these. Maybe I want, well, let's keep trying, because sometimes I'll find something that will strike my fancy. But where these are collage, I don't want to just put necessarily another piece of collage on, because it's covering up all the other collage. So maybe these are not going to work for this, but that's okay. Look, so this one I made, and it's just writing space. 2, 2, 2. Okay, so we're not going to use these, but that's fine, because I got other stuff to use. So there. For example, that is kind of cute. Just put a creepy hand there. I don't know why it's creepy, but I've decided it's creepy. Creepy hand. Creepy hand. So this is the kind of thing that I'm looking for, but it's not the kind of thing I'm finding. So let's keep looking. This is my pile of stuff. Let's try this one. I do like that. So that was fast. But what I'm gonna do with this one, so I gotta put something behind it. Glittery cows. Glitter and cows. And maybe... So these are also... I am also collaging this. But I don't know that I want to do that. Excuse my cough. Please. Alright, what I do want to do... I'm going to grab... This is my black ink. Go around the edge of my black ink. Black happened to be the one that I grabbed first. The dauber that I grabbed. It's the only one left in there. Now I'm going to glue it on there. Where's my glue stick? Okay. All right. These are the scissors I'm looking for. No Jedi mind tricks on me. All right. Ink that with black just to define the edges a little better. And la 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 la. Okay. That's cute. Excuse me for just a second while I cough. Okay. I know what I'm going to put on the front of these. And I know why I couldn't find it. Okay, so we're going to do this. So I've got my clusters. That's the word I'm looking for here. Ha! Look at that. So if I put it this way, it actually cuts out where this kid is. And I didn't want to get rid of this kid because I think they're part of the picture. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do... I've got this white behind it, but I'm not sold on that being the only thing. I don't need this whole thing. I just want some of it. So, there's that. Okay. So I want something darker behind. I want it... Well, look, that has grease all over it, so I'm not going to use the greasy part. Oh, evidently I'm using some of the greasy part. Okay. There's that. And we may only get one of these done. Guess we'll find out. Okay. Oh, that's much better. That makes a huge difference. And then I can put this here, and that will look very cute. Cute, cute, cute. And then we'll have to find a little bit to go on top of this staple. That's the word I was looking for. That's the ticket. Okay. All right, and then there's that. Okay, and I'm just going to hold this here for a minute while I grab my little bits. La 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 la. All right. know I don't want that. That's a solid maybe right there. Oh, you don't. Let's see. I think I'm going to do this. I like that. I don't know why. Let's see. Oh, with family right on top of it. That is cute. I like that. Oh, there's the alarm again. Ring, 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 ring. Okay. So, I'm going to put family off it just a little bit. Offset. Because I like the number on the ticket. There. I like that. I think that, whoops. Okay. I think that's very cute. Now I'm going to try not to break it. My fingers are so stupid sticky. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to do this yet. I am going to try to keep that stuck down, but I'm going to go around the corners. There's my drink. I'm going to go around the corners, the edges, I mean, real quick. All right, there we go. Now we're going to cut the corners off this. Because if I cut the corners round, I'll try to make the sewing round. If I don't, I won't. Okay. I'll move my drink back there. All right. Let's see, we've got 7 minutes left. We did use most of that time up collaging. But I'm okay with that. So let me grab my all right. Saint Bernard. I like this card. I'm looking to see what I can put behind it. That'll work, actually. I was thinking it wasn't gonna work, but then I made myself believe in it. Okay. There's that. Okay. I'm not entirely sure who Saint Bernard is, other than maybe the patron saint of dogs. Ha 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 ha. I'm funny. All right. I'm going to sew this card onto this background. Very respectfully, since he's a saint. Oh no, something happened. Tragic. What is going on here? Oh, I sewed out my bobbin. My bobbin done run dry. So, all right. Okay, there we go. Got it started. Okay. There we go. I have rethreaded my machine. We are ready to go. All right. On your mark, get set, go. On your mark, get set. Cut these off first. Get them out of your way. I got all the way around and then realized I didn't get all the way around. All right, so just gonna start where I don't have thread anymore. There we go. Yeah, it's sewing now. Yay! All right, let's cut the strings again. And I'm gonna cut these corners. Corner, corner, corner. Corner, corner. Now this is a neutral background, so this color is gonna definitely show up. I'm gonna put St. Bernard like this, and then I'm going to put yeah. Let's see, like that, and like that. I'll put this here. Let's do vintage ink. As soon as I remember where I put it. There it is. There we go. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do it around this piece of paper. Then we're going to glue it on. And there is a good possibility I'm going to sew around the actual postcard as well. So there's that. I do like this glue. It's the Elmer's Glue All, and I just put a couple drops of water in it so it would come out the fine tipped nozzle here. That's cute. And it looks like a postcard. Alright, I need you to stay put, Mr. St. Bernard. Alright. Now I'm going to sew around the edge. How many minutes we got? I thought we had 7 a minute ago. Oh, that's 1. We got 1 minute. This is going to go off before the alarm's going to ring. So, sorry. All right. Now, if this card does not stay down, I can just run a stitch down the middle or the side of it or something, wherever I decide I want the stitch. Or I could tack the 4 corners down. with sewing. Oh, there's my alarm. Shh, hush you. Okay, so we got, let's clear the decks. We'll show what we did. Don't clear the decks with your hand when there's a needle there. That's a bad idea. Put these back. Put that up there. Clear the decks, clear the decks. Okay. The decks have been successfully cleared. Mostly. Okay. So we made bases for postcards, blank backs, and then we made 2 postcards that we can put in for journaling pages, or journaling space, I mean, into journals. Or you could, well, maybe don't send these. You could send them in an envelope to a friend. Maybe don't mail them like this, but they're cute. That's what we've got. Thank you so much for watching. Whoops. See, this did not work. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you have an awesome time making postcards. I hope you make some with me, and I will see you next time. Bye.